All right, this is such a great question, and actually, it requires me to issue a slight correction to my last video. I realize in that video I incorrectly used the phrase sloppily, left eye or right eye, as opposed to left visual field and right visual field. Now, here's why this matters. See, this is actually what the wiring diagram looks like for the eyes, and what you can see is that the left visual field is sent to the right brain, meaning the information for what is sort of exists to the left of you goes to the right side of the brain, and what exists to the right of you in both eyes goes to the right side of the brain. And you can see right over here in this middle area, that is where the intersect occurs, and then both tracks from the left or right visual field go to their correct part of the brain. So if you understand that, then the answer to your question is that if somebody really had the entire half of their brain removed, they would no longer process information from that respective area of the visual field, but they would still get information from both eyes. In extreme cases, you actually get a syndrome called hemineglect, where, as you can see in this example with this dog, the dog actually does not detect that there is food to the right visually and will eat just half the bowl right along that midline and then move away without seeing that there's more food left to eat. What's interesting in these cases is the adaptation neurologically that seems to exist for most animals is rather than rewiring brain tissue to remap the missing hemisphere, the animals learn simply, animals meaning humans too, to move their head around to bring objects into the working visual field. So to the left or the right, whatever works for them. Going back to the last video, the studies more accurately ensured that the images were presented only to the left or right visual field, not just to the left or right eye. And that's, again, the correction I want to make on that last video, because being accurate is important to me. Anyway, thank you again for the fantastic question. Got to talk about hemi-neglect, which is always fun. And as always, please follow, like, and comment with your thoughts and ideas for future videos.